Alex Makovica on the Rural Radio Network. A lot of factors influencing market trade today, a lot of things that people are keeping their eyes on. And we join with Kyle Bumsted, livestock market analyst, to break it all down. Of course, you touch on cattle, but a lot of things right now to pay attention to, Kyle. As you see it today, what's important to make note of?
What's the next headline, I think, is the next one. And when's this Iran deal going to be done? Some saying this week it'll be wrapped up. Some saying it'll be a month. And nobody knows. I mean, it might be done here in a couple hours. We don't know. But, I mean, markets reacted as anticipated last night. We saw crude oil shoot up here right out of the gate. We saw that May crude run up to $74.70, and it's trading clear back at $70.44. It's still up $3.50 here on the day. But definitely some issues with that Strait of Hormuz over there potentially getting shut down. Also, we saw the wheat and the corn and soybeans take off early last night, too, on, that strait's going to be closed, and that's a big grain shipping route is what the media has been telling us. But, here we sit here mid-session here, and we got wheat down 6 cents in the KC wheat. We're down 14 cents to Chicago wheat. So that was all after we were higher. That May contract of Chicago wheat went to 603 3/4. We're trading down to 576 right now. So definitely, or 576 1/4. So definitely some big moves here. But on the live cattle, we traded softer cash here last week. Thursday, Friday, we saw that 243 and 244 trade. And then a lot of those packers kind of pulled their bids. There's still question out there whether JBS is going to strike or not. Have no idea. That's been a headline we've been tossing back and forth here for the last few weeks. So right now we see these June live cattle down $1.77, April live cattle down $1.50, and April live cattle have traded a $7.70 range here, and these April feeder cattle they've traded a $6.45 range. So nothing out of the ordinary for feeders to trade that big of a range, but these live cattle, that's a little bit bigger of a range here than a lot of folks are used to.
That's livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted here on the Rural Radio Network.
Nebraska agriculture has a strong future. That starts with our youth. I'm Steve White with the Rural Radio Network. We're looking for outstanding young people across Nebraska agriculture. Maybe it's a young farmer or rancher, an FFA or 4-H member, or a student making a difference in their community. If you know a youth who deserves to be recognized, we want to hear their story. Just go to ruralradio.com/youth and fill out the nomination form. Help us shine a spotlight on the next generation of Nebraska agriculture.
Looking to make travel easier? Start at the Lincoln Airport, the official airport of the Rural Radio Network. Beginning in June, American Airlines is adding new nonstop service from Lincoln to Dallas-Fort Worth and Chicago O'Hare. And coming up next winter, you can escape the cold with seasonal nonstop service to Phoenix. That means more connections, more convenience, and less driving. Tickets are on sale now. Book your next trip today at LincolnAirport.com. Fly local, fly Lincoln.
Chad Moyer with you now on the Rural Radio Network. Let's take a look at the latest quotes on the Chicago Board of Trade. Before we get there, just a few other notes. Ethanol margins may be boosted by the energy's gains if they hold into spring. Export inspections on corn strong, 1.85 million metric tons. Year-to-date pace up 45%. Influencing soybeans, South America looks to continue harvest progress. Export sales put us at export sales this morning, 1.13 million metric tons. And on the wheat, impacting there looks like warm and moist weather, at least in the eastern part of growing areas. Export inspections put us year-to-date 19% above last year. Here are the latest numbers from the Chicago Board of Trade. March corn down 6, 432 3/4. May down 3 3/4 at 444 3/4. July down 2 3/4 at 453 1/4. March soybeans are down 9 3/4 at 1147 1/2. May down 7 3/4 at 1163. July down 6 1/2, 1176 1/4. March bean oil is up 95, 62.24. March soybean meal down 6.20 a ton at 309.30. March Kansas City wheat down a penny at 571 3/4. May down 7 at 573 1/2, and July down 6 1/4 at 587 1/4. Over to the livestock futures down here as well. April live cattle 82 lower, 231.40. June down 132 at 227.82. August down 152 at 226.27. March feeder cattle down $1.10, 354.32. April down 147 at 349.72. May feeder cattle down 177 at 345.42. April lean hogs 45 down, 95.27. May down 12 at $100 even. June down 30 at 109.25. Class 3 milk futures for March down a nickel at 16.23. April down a nickel as well at 17.22.